What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing well. We are finishing up the blacklist for Ming. Man, I really should have finished this like a month and a half back. However, this video is going to be a pretty long one, as you can see. And we are doing the third challenge, which for Ming, the thing about all these pursuit challenges is that there's like certain requirements. So I think with Ming, it's avoid a certain amount of spike strips. I think it's at least well over 100. However, yes, so we have to avoid over 100 spike strips. I really don't do any pursuit outruns in this game in general, especially since they revamped the cop system like 3-4 years back. Dang, it's so wild how it's like that's like such a long time ago, you know? So I really haven't played with the cops too much, and I just haven't had much luck, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably maybe my 4th or 5th attempt. One of them, I actually did it with the R8, if you remember from the video from last month or 2 months ago. I did do this challenge with the R8. However, I can't remember what it was. I missed something. I think it wasn't. There was a requirement that I just didn't do. I can't remember if you this or honestly, I might be getting confused for another one. I think I am getting confused for another one. However, I did remember attempting this with the R8 originally, and I was like, okay, this is way too difficult, so let me just get a car that's made for this. So here I have the Panamera, and I'm pretty sure all of Ming's challenges are 699 overall limited. So yeah, I got the Panamera Jug Edition. In my opinion, it's one of the best pursuit cars you can get. One, because it's a tank, and two, it doesn't drive like a tank, you know? I know you gotta suffice with the looks of this thing, especially the preset one. In my opinion, I think that thing looks really ugly. I think the body kit looks very bad, and the rims just don't go well and stuff. But that's my opinion. So I cleaned it up, took off all the extra stuff, and put some OEM plus looking rims, i.e. the generic Need for Speed World rims, the 5-spoke ones. I think y'all might know what I'm talking about. But those 5-spoke rims, even though they're very plain looking, they do work, in my opinion, for a lot of cars. They work for this car, they work for the Ferrari California, and honestly, with every car, like, it makes it just look, yeah, it doesn't make it look boring, but it makes it look good, in my opinion. At least better than some other rims would do. So we are trying to... Man, is this spikes or roadblocks, actually? You know, once I'm done, I'm gonna, like, you know, just edit this and, you know, let y'all know that what the real requirements are. Currently making some time. Good time. Yeah, these cops... I'm on the highway. I didn't intend to go on the highway. One thing about pursuits is that really, it's your map knowledge, as well as your map knowledge and momentum. So if your momentum is down, especially at a higher heat level, on the highway, not too bad, but if you're in the city, yeah, it's deep, man, it's deep. And honestly, the thing is that most of these pursuit challenges, they can be completed on the highway. I didn't intend to complete on the highway, however, yes, a tip to make these challenges easier is to simply just go on a highway. Either go on the one in Palmont, go on the one in Rockport. Actually, no, for the blacklist challenges, you can't go to Palmont. I think there is a barrier. So you're pretty much just stuck on this highway if you want to have an easier way. I'm not gonna lie, considering the fact that I've played this game for such a long time, I've been playing it so inconsistently that my map knowledge isn't that good as it once was. And I gotta say that I'm more knowledgeable on Palmont than Rockport. That's probably because of the fact that the game originally always used to spawn you in Palmont, which I never really understood that, because even back in OG World they did that. And what ended up happening is that everyone used to chill at Palmont, and that's why things like, oh man, get out of here, get out of here. And that is why I like this car, because as you saw, it just, it got into a little bit of a jiffy, and then it just left. Easy, no wheel spin, none of that nonsense. It just responded and went. And now we're back in action, full momentum. Yeah, this car has pretty good acceleration too for what it is. Maybe not so much low end, but once you reach that like mid band, closer to top end speed, it's pretty good, especially for pursuits. And even like that, I was about to get tossed up by a rhino, but the car was like, nah, we ain't rolling over in this one, right? Yeah, this is a nice car. I really do. I don't know if I have two anymore. However, I did have two at one point. One for B-class pursuits and one for A-class pursuits. Yeah, this car really does the job. Nice. Yo, this car is... This is honestly making pursuits pretty fun. I never really had much fun on pursuits on World. Kind of ironic because you would think that, if you like Carbon and Most Wanted pursuits, you would like Near Speed World pursuits. However, that's not really the case. I never enjoyed Carbon. I think I've said this before on the channel. I've never enjoyed Carbon pursuits. I never really stated. I love Team Escapes on Near Speed World, but I never liked the pursuits in Near Speed World. Most Wanted, though, is great. Most Wanted is amazing. I love the pursuit system on there. I love the cops. Yeah, they do some pretty dumb things at times, but it is better than these two games. And what's really ironic is that I don't like racing on Most Wanted, as I mentioned. And even on Carbon to a bit. Definitely World has the best racing. Kind of makes sense as an MMO. But also the way the cars are handled. And I'm talking about World as it is now with the retunes. Because I would say OG, it was kind of like a little bit better version of Carbon. However, the thing about Most Wanted and Carbon is, once you get that wheel spin going, it's so like, it's like such a weird feeling because it's like literally it's just pressing keys, so it shouldn't feel different. However, when cars slid on here, even with the OG cars, let's say like a muscle car, it didn't feel as dreadful as a muscle car on Carbon or Most Wanted, and mainly Carbon because Carbon had the muscle cars and stuff like that. This game, the tuning is WUG, NR, even I know NR. I'd say out of all the servers, NR has the. But yeah, you see, this is what I was talking about. I was actually trying to go to Palmont, but I found out you can't. So that sucks. Just trying to get out of the highway for once. But yeah, NR, WUG, Weave, FRSS. I would say out of all of them, I mean, obviously it's because of the fact that I told y'all before, my main two servers are WUG and FRSS, so I'm going to be biased towards WUG and FRSS. I gotta say that FRSS has a nice handling, but it's simply because of the fact that it's really just more of a go fast server, although they did tone it down. Cars do handle differently, so the stereotype of FRS's handling is not really the case as it once was. But WUG is behind it. I do think that, for my preference, I do like the handling. Once again, I'm used to it. I know more people like NR's handling, for example. Weave has a good handling model. I just feel like that's very balanced and generic because a lot of cars feel the same of different types. For example, a Corvette like Z06 has very similar handling to a 911, which I feel like the Corvette should be a little heavier, but who am I to know? I really don't know I really don't know how tuning and stuff works, so I'm just rambling on. And I gotta say, NR is the most closest to OG handling, and it does work for some cars. For example, I really like the way the R33 drives in that game, in that server. However, with some other cars, same with the CLK, I like that with the CLK GTR drives, but some cars like the Ferrari 458, once again, I don't really play too much on the server, so maybe it's been retuned or something, but the Ferrari 458, not really a big fan of that one. Yeah, that's just my opinion, all this server handling stuff, so that's why I really do recommend to try all of them out. Try out every server, even the ones I'm not talking about. But you should just try all of them out and have an account on all of them. Play, because it is a different experience on each one. The way the progression is, how the cars handle, what cars are available, and even if you're interested in the community aspect, it's all different. So I recommend trying all of them out. I know a lot of people default to either WUG or NR, but in the other smaller servers, they're also great as well. Yeah, I think this was a roadblock challenge. I don't know why I said spike strip the entire time. Oh, and look at that. Panamera was like, nah, bruh. Nah, bro. We ain't getting busted on this one. That is fire. I think I already completed the challenge, or I'm about to. Now I'm just trying to find a way to escape. Probably gonna look at the stadium. The stadium is the easiest. It's such a cop-out place, man. It really is. Yeah. This place and the place in the docks, that little hiding spot that's in the shipping yard. Yeah, these are like the easiest places to find hiding spaces, because all you gotta do is drive a little fast enough, a little bit away from the cops, and the AI is so confused, they don't even know where to go. And the funny thing about the stadium is that, as y'all know, the stadium is it's just a cheat code, and I wish I didn't have to use it. I will try to use other hiding spots, however, it's just too good to pass up, especially when I'm around the area, you know what I'm saying? When I'm around the area, you gotta use it. And we got a nice little gold pack, that's nice. So we are doing the 4th challenge, Little Italy. Now I know the M3 GTR in this video looks different than the thumbnail one. However, they are the same exact car, performance-wise, skill mods-wise. They just have different looks. So essentially this car turned into the car in thumbnail. And I never took a picture of this car when the way it looked like it does right now. So we are Little Italy, and this, I gotta say, is the easiest blacklist challenge I've ever done, because of the fact that this track is so tight that the AI have no idea what they're doing. As you saw there, everyone catapulted into each other. Over here, everyone's gonna do the same thing again, and this car is super nice to drive. Because of the fact that 699, it has less power, so for most of the time, I am just pressing the W button, and we are flying. Great handling. I assume that all GT type cars like the DBR9, this car, I can't think of any other cars apart. Oh, the Corvette C6R. Yes, the Corvette C6R. That car as well. I wonder how that car is like now. Yeah, look at Ming. Oh, he thinks he's so good. Yeah. Get out of there, bud. I wonder how the C6R is now. Did they retune it by any chance? I have no idea if they retuned it, but I remember that car was like, it has a slight delay to it, but it just turned like crazy. Same with the DBR9. The DBR9, man, these guys, man, they just wrecking themselves. Now they're gonna wreck themselves again right here. Yeah. I'm so lucky I'm far away that they just don't ram into me, because that's happened to me before on other races, so dang. However, like I was saying, I lost my train of thought. Oh man, Ming. Ming, you just played yourself, man. I lost my train of thought. I think I was talking about the GT cars. Yeah, the GT cars, race cars, they make these things so easy. Look at that. I hit a traffic car, and I'm gonna win by a long shot. That is insane, because you know how hard these blacklist challenges are. Some of them, you gotta be straight up perfect, and you'll still lose. And we got 5K, and let's get our 4th reward. Now, I do recommend completing the Blacklist Challenge 4, because look at that. You get 7 mil. And I know you get, well, I think that was 6 mil. Or was it 7? I can't even read that, but... I know you get 2 cash prizes the first 2 challenges, and the 4th one as well. So you essentially get, like, 7 mil for doing Blacklist challenges, and I know these are pretty hard. However, you will not even earn this much money in the amount of time you'll spend grinding. It's definitely one of the best ways to earn money, although it is a one-time thing. So, and these guys are just getting wrecked, and that's the thing about Ming's challenges. The last 2, because of the fact the roads are so tight, yeah, these guys they just see every wall, you know. And that's really the limitation of the AI, because they just suck. That's exactly why they're this fast, because if they're not this fast, then they're useless. And it's not really so much of a challenge. So I understand, like, why they're this fast. I really have no problem with them. I mean, it should be a challenge, because 1, of the amount of money you get, and 2, it's kind of a one-time thing, you know. Once you get the rewards, you're probably not going to play it again. And it really does add a nice single-player vibe to a multiplayer game, and it's awesome. I really do love the addition of this. I know there's other servers that do this as well, so maybe I might check them out one day. But we are cruising to the victory, man. Come on, just stick close. Ugh, man, I just ruined my momentum there. I was like, man, I was catching up real nice, but usually the AI messes up over here. Do a little flip, quick flip, not really a problem. Oh yes, who's that, Rog? Oh man, just got annihilated. That is a great job. I appreciate that. Thanks for the help, G. Thanks for the help. I was starting to worry that I have to redo that one, because I am not trying to redo any of these challenges. Man, honestly, the challenges are so frustrating that I really haven't touched them in 2 months or something. And I have no desire to touch them again after a while. And that's going to be it. We finally beat Ming. Completed a blacklist challenge set, which is awesome. I never really thought I could do it, being for real. And let's get our last prize. Nice parts. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Peace.